Good day, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Zan Show. What the hell is going on over there? Oh well. We are filming later in the day than usual, so there will be a little more background noise. Now, where was it? Oh, yes. I wanted to talk about various musicians and their political views, some of which are surprising, some of which are definitely not. Now, a number of years ago, I was recording a band, and, I've generally thought of rock musicians as being, on the whole, a pretty leftist bunch. This one surprised me, though. Despite their generally adhering to pretty leftist sentiments, they displayed an astonishing level of racism. I said to them, I'm like, comrades, I might expect this from obviously a white power band, which I would never record anyway, or maybe even the older generation of classical musicians, but a rock band? Made up of members of the Millennial generation, later Millennials no less, supposedly a, very educated, extremely tolerant group. But I mentioned this to them, that I was surprised that a rock band of this generation would have such views. They went pretty much silent for the duration of the recording process. I don't know if I made them think or if they just decided do not say such things in front of Zan. Now, since their album had nothing political on it whatsoever, I was like, okay, we can finish it up. It's a good album. We put it out. I mean, again, if their lyrics, song titles, whatever, were, to be polite, a little too right-wing for me, no, I just would not. I may take their money, but I certainly would not want my name on it. And I would still be like, I don't know if I want to work with, let alone help out such people. But I will assume that they were just cracking some, pun intended, off-color jokes. Which, I mean, I will admit, I myself sometimes fall prey to jokes that really are not so cool. What can I say? I console myself with the, I'd like to say educated, but just the guess that pretty much every group makes fun of others. I mean, surely comrades of African descent make some jokes about white people, any of which are true. At least for me, I cannot dance. I do it anyway, but I'm terrible. I cannot jump except for that time that I ate a lot of mushrooms, and don't ask me how I did it, but I got some fucking insane hang time. There were witnesses. I don't know how I did it. I can't do it now. Okay, I'm too fat now anyway, but that is beside the point. Now, back to the subject. I will say, by and large, the musicians of this generation that so many others like to deride are a good bunch. A few decades ago, extreme metal bands probably wouldn't have been caught dead championing blatant gay rights and blatantly anti-racist messages. Some did, but many just either preferred to not touch on such subjects or who knows. Now, there may have been some closet rightists among them. It's possible. They knew better than to be too vocal about it. America, you may be able to say whatever you want, but when you are working with me, I have been accused of being a bit intolerant. Of far-rightists. And you know what? I am. It's true. I do not care for racists. I do not care for fascists. Half the time, I don't particularly care for... Well, okay, I never care for the Tea Partiers. They have a very skewed interpretation of libertarianism. Libertarianism itself, I definitely have a few issues with. I will deal with those in a different episode. That is a whole nother can of wormies, comrades. Now, given that I have been talking about leftist musicians, or at least musicians whom I highly suspect of harboring leftist sympathies, whether they really do or not, I would like to think that, for example, Left Hand Does is full of, if not communists per se, then perhaps fellow travelers. If they're not, please don't inform me of the fact, because I love them. I would like, well, okay, Ellis Ashbrook, definitely a bit leftist. Their friends and colleagues, definitely leftist too. For example, if I were to encounter Sylvana Joyce, or Noel Tannen, or Here We Just Dream, sprouting off rightist deviations, I would be so devastated I would simply have to kill them. I couldn't handle it. Such amazing bands, such great people, turning out to be horrible. No, I could not handle that. Thankfully, the likelihood of that is very low. By and large, well, I have a joke for you. Recently, I heard an amazing right-wing crypto-fascist band. They were incredible. No. They do Nazi punk or badly executed country. And even their ideological sins aside, I wish them the worst for producing such fucking terrible goddamn music. Also, while I'm on the music subject, I have a word or two for bands that get into the whole lo-fi thing. There is nothing wrong with keeping shit raw. Recording your albums essentially or completely live. But, my God, will you please make them at least fucking listenable? Yes, I've heard the, well, everyone's got Pro Tools and shit nowadays, so anyone can do it. Exactly. You have no fucking excuse to put out a fucking horrible sounding record. None. 10 years ago, maybe. 20 years ago, sure. 30 years ago, of course, yeah. You recorded on a fucking 4-track if you were lucky. I still have a 4-track. I love it. Anyway, raw does not mean shitty sounding. Stop offending the ears of myself and others, deaf or not, with your fucking recordings that have trouble standing up next to a fucking single microphone 4-track, maybe even just old cassette, regular speed, maybe stereo, maybe mono. Make it listenable at least. Particularly if you have leftist sympathies. If you're a rightist, I don't care what you do. I just want you to vanish. And take your racist, fucking fascist fans with you. We got a yellow jacket here. Okay, you stay over there, I won't fuck with you. You come over here, I'll fucking kill you. Now, I will elaborate on this more another time, but at this very moment, I am going to give you some listening material, which you should obviously listen to. And pay no attention to my fucked up teeth that I plan to get replaced shortly. I may lose some weight too and then be desirable. But not yet. Anyway. Left Hand Does. If you can go to see them, do so. Definitely do so. If you can get out to see Ellis Ashbrook, definitely do so. If you can make it to one of Alyssa Grace's gigs, please do so. If you can go see Noel Tannen and the filthy motherfucking no-nos, please fucking do so. If you can go see Protein Collective, please do so. If you can go see Sylvana Joyce, please do so. There are more. I assure you I will get to them. I wish Kidnapkin were still around. Great fucking band there. I guess their guitar player is with Avril Lavigne now. More power to him. I would love to see a Kidnapkin reunion though. That would be incredible. I would get drunker than ever before. I would fucking stage dive. I'd do all the shit a good fan is supposed to do. Which leads me to this. Why am I always the only fucking person watching a great band play who is properly getting into it. Everyone else is just kind of, yay! Fuck you. You like these bands, right? Show them a little fucking respect, man. Your restraint is not appreciated. As for Magadan, well, Magadan is a very dysfunctional, if still very good band. But much of its membership will probably be committing seppuku in the sorry for all this spitting, in the fairly near future. So catch us while you can. Buy the album, pirate the album, whatever. Magadan, we love it. Left Hand Does, we love it. Alisa Grace, we love it. Noel Tannen, we love it. Sylvanie Joyce, we love it. Protein Collective, we love it. Here We Just Dream, we love it. The Shills, the Ryan Jackson Troika, we love it. Yes, these are all northern bands. I am no longer in the South. I don't intend to return to the South. Somebody else down there can perhaps give me a nice listening list. May one of you viewers please do so. Please and spasiba. That is all the time we have for today. I could go longer, but I don't feel like it. You don't feel like it, so fuck that. Mwah! Do svidanya. I hope none of my violin students or guitar students ever see any of this shit, because I will get fired immediately. Don't tell them that Mr. Alexander Romanov is the same as the person who does the Zan show. That would not be kosher. If I find out it was you, I'll fucking kill you. And have a nice day.